Hello, good evening, and welcome to my little observatory. My name is Nitsuki Subaru, and tonight I'd like to invite you on a little walk through the July night sky. I hope you've all been doing well. Here in Japan, the rainy season has finally arrived, and I'm not quite sure I'm ready for the hot and humid summer that follows. On the other hand, summer brings one of the richest night skies of the year. The warmer evenings make it a wonderful time to step outside and enjoy the Milky Way stretching overhead, along with being able to enjoy some of the brightest stars of the season as they once again take their places in the evening sky. As the spring stars make their exit in the west, 3 bright summer stars begin climbing higher each evening in the eastern sky. Together, they form one of the best known asterisms of summer, the Summer Triangle. The brightest of the 3 is Vega in the constellation of Lyra the Lyre. Vega is one of the brightest stars visible from Japan and has served as a guide for stargazers for thousands of years. Around 14,000 years ago, Vega even held the title of North Star, and thousands of years from now it will once again take its place as Earth's pole star as our planet's axis slowly precesses. Down here, we find Altair in the constellation of Aquila the Eagle. Altair is one of the closest bright stars to Earth, lying only about 17 light years away. It also rotates incredibly quickly, completing one rotation in less than 10 hours. As a result, it has become noticeably flattened, bulging outward around its equator. Completing the triangle is Deneb, the brightest star in the constellation Cygnus the Swan. Cygnus appears to be flying directly along the Milky Way and is sometimes referred to as the Summer Cross. Together, these 3 bright stars mark one of the richest regions of the summer sky. They've inspired stories in many cultures, including one that has become one of Japan's best-loved seasonal traditions. Here in Japan, Vega and Altair are known as Orihime and Hikoboshi, the 2 stars at the heart of the Tanabata festival. According to legend, the Milky Way, known in Japanese as the Amanogawa, the heavenly river, separates the 2 lovers. They are permitted to cross it and meet just once each year, provided the skies are clear. Tanabata is celebrated on July 7th in most regions, but certain areas continue to observe it according to the traditional lunisolar calendar, where it falls on the 7th day of the 7th lunar month. This year, that date is August 19th. Summer is also one of the best times of the year to enjoy the Milky Way. During these months, the evening side of Earth faces toward the central regions of our galaxy, making the Milky Way appear especially bright and richly detailed. Unlike the softer Milky Way we see during winter, our summer view is filled with dense star clouds, dark lanes of interstellar dust, and countless nebulae scattered across the sky. Down here we find a bright red star Antares, marking the heart of Scorpius the Scorpion. Its name comes from the Greek meaning rival of Ares because its reddish color can easily be mistaken for the planet Mars. Just beyond Scorpius, we find Sagittarius. To many observers, its brightest stars resemble a teapot. If we follow the stream of steam rising from the teapot spout, we're looking almost directly towards the center of our galaxy. Hidden in that direction, around 26,000 light-years away, lies the Galactic Center. At the heart of the Milky Way resides the supermassive black hole known as Sagittarius A. Now that we've taken a tour of the rising summer sky, let's have a look at some of the celestial events to watch for over the coming month. During the first half of July, early risers can watch Mars and Uranus appear close together in the northeastern sky before sunrise. The pair reaches its closest approach on July 4th, when they will be separated by only about 0.3 degrees, slightly smaller than the apparent diameter of the full moon. Mars will be easy to spot with the naked eye, but Uranus is much fainter and will require binoculars or a small telescope. If you have a telescope at around 100 times magnification, both planets should fit comfortably within the same field of view. It would be fun to watch their changing positions against the background stars over the course of the month. On July 7th, Earth reaches aphelion, the point in its orbit farthest from the Sun. Even though it's already turning out to be a hot year, the seasons aren't determined by our distance from the Sun. Instead, they are caused by Earth's 23-degree axial tilt, which changes the angle and duration of sunlight throughout the year. Around an hour after sunset during the first half of July, look towards the western horizon to find the brilliant Venus passing close to Regulus, the brightest star in Leo the Lion. They reach their closest approach on July 9th, appearing about 1 degree apart, close enough to fit comfortably within the same binocular field of view. Around July 8th through the 12th, the waning moon makes a beautiful journey across the morning sky. On the 8th, it passes close to Saturn. By the 11th, it reaches the Pleiades, also known in Japan as Subaru. Then, on the 12th, the thin crescent moon passes by Mars. If you head outside before sunrise over several mornings, you'll be able to watch the moon's changing phase while watching it drift eastward across the background stars from one morning to the next. July 14th brings the new moon, making it one of the best opportunities this month to observe faint stars, nebulae, and the Milky Way beneath dark skies, as well as the summer triangle. On the evening of July 17th, a slender crescent moon joins Venus low in the western sky shortly after sunset, making for another beautiful pairing. Finally, from around July 30th through August 11th, Mercury becomes well placed for morning observations in the eastern sky. Because Mercury never strays far from the Sun, opportunities like this don't come by very often, making it a good chance to spot the solar system's innermost planet. Summer has a different feeling from the seasons that came before it. The evenings are warmer, the sounds of summer fill the air, and the Milky Way stretches out overhead. Whether you're looking for the summer triangle, following the moon as it visits the planets, or simply searching for Vega and Altair across the Milky Way, I hope you'll find a quiet moment to step outside and look up. As the sky brightens and a new day begins, I'd like to thank you all for spending this moment with me. Rest easy, and I wish you all clear skies and calm nights.